60 seconds, someone in Canada needs blood or plasma, which could mean the difference between life or death. Blood or plasma may be the only treatment available to save a life in need. That's why we all must do our part to keep Canada's lifeline strong. This May and June, Canadian Blood Services is shining a light across Canada to thank our loyal donors and to ask for more people to make all the difference for patients in need. Canada needs 100,000 new donors this year to help keep our lifeline strong. Donors that reflect our growing and diverse population. With your help, we can make sure that when you or someone you love needs blood or plasma, it will be there for them. You can shine a light by becoming a blood or plasma donor and by getting your family and friends involved. Your support will make a lasting impact on the lives of others. It's time to shine your light. Book an appointment today at blood.ca.
Well, our next guest is going to continue to shine that light on the importance of getting new donors and having those regular donors. Jennifer Rose joining me from Canadian Blood Services. Welcome, Jennifer. Great to have you here. And you know what's interesting about that public service announcement, Jennifer, is you hear that number 100,000. I think a lot of people think, oh my goodness, you know, that's insurmountable. There's 36 million of us. That 100,000, right, should be relatively easy for us to find. Tell me about, you know, that campaign and why the need is so great at this time.
So right now it is the Shine a Light campaign, which has a couple of different components to it. So we're definitely shining a light on our current donors to say thank you and how much we appreciate that they are, you know, coming in reliably to donate blood. But really on the need for new donors, because our donor base right now is the smallest it's been in over a decade.
Really?
And the number we used to throw out was that only 4% of eligible Canadians donated blood. So that's just of the eligible Canadians.
Right.
And now, post-pandemic, that number's dropped to 2% of eligible Canadians donate blood. So it's a really small donor base holding up, you know, the need that hospital blood banks have and, you know, patients have. So
a big part of that, I imagine, it was the pandemic, and I'm sure there was expectations now that we're coming out of it and getting back to a sense of normalcy, we'd see those numbers creep back up. But why do you think that's not happening?
I mean, I think people got out of the habit. I think people are busy just trying to live their lives again, of course. We've had a long time of not being able to do things. So the number one reason people say they don't donate is that they weren't asked. So that's really, you know, why it's important that I'm here today to say, you know, we're asking you to please come in, you know, shine a light, shine your light, and help patients.
And there's different ways to donate. Let's talk a little bit about that.
So in Ottawa, we have two ways to donate blood or blood components. So one is whole blood down at our 1575 Carling site, which is what people are traditionally used to.
Right.
We also have a plasma site that just celebrated their 1-year anniversary at Place d'Orleans. And plasma is a component within your blood. So they actually remove your blood, it spins through a centrifuge, and they put everything back but the plasma. So it's another way to help patients. So
walk us through those two processes. Whole blood, if you're going to give a donation, you know, what does that look like exactly?
Yes, you're going to book an appointment. You're going to go to our website, blood.ca, to book an appointment for either way, whether it's plasma or blood. It gives you the choice there. And then when you come in, it takes about an hour for whole blood to donate. So you're going to come in, you're going to answer some medical questions just to make sure that you're healthy and that you're able to donate. And then you're probably in the chair anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, depending. You know, have a good meal before, drink lots of water, make sure you're well hydrated, and then you get to have cookies and chips and things afterwards. And then for plasma, it's almost the same. You're just in the chair a little bit longer than you are for the whole blood. So,
you know, the need has always been there. It will continue to be there. But I'd like you to, Jennifer, just explain the fact again, and I know where you reiterate this all the time, but you are saving a life, right?
You're directly saving a life. That's right. You're directly saving a life. So your blood or your plasma is going into a patient and literally saving their life. Like, I have a friend whose daughter had a brand new baby just a month or two ago. Or actually, no, I think she's 6 months old now. Time has no meaning anymore.
Yeah, I understand.
Anyways, when she was about a week old, they realized she wasn't thriving and she was struggling. And so they took her into the doctor, and it turned out she had a heart valve problem, which, you know, you hear about sometimes with brand new babies or even adults. So what I didn't realize is she had to go in for heart surgery, but the thing I didn't realize is they actually stop her heart for the surgery. take all the blood out so they can do the thing, and then they have to transfuse all new blood back into her. So this little 7-day-old baby relied on blood donors to save her life, and now she's, a happy little baby doing all the things that little babies should be doing, right? So it's stories like that really make you realize that it is important.
Yeah, I was going to say that must be something you hear at Canadian Blood Services all the time. Is that it's one story after another, Jennifer.
That's it, and it's cancer patients, it's surgeries, it's trauma, obviously car accidents or anything like that. So in the summer, unfortunately, we do see the need go up because people are out doing things, and unfortunately that does sometimes lead to more accidents.
Right.
But also people are traveling, and so not the regular people may not be available to come in. So it's a little bit of a catch-22.
To find out if you're eligible, can you find that out before an appointment, or does that happen during an appointment?
Well, both. So it's good to check beforehand. You can go to our website, blood.ca, and there's a whole eligibility quiz that you can do there. And it's pretty easy. You just yes, no, and at the end it tells you whether you're eligible. But then they'll further explore that when you come in. And if there's anything that's sort of maybe a little bit different than normal, or maybe the website doesn't cover, you can call our 1-888-2donate number and ask to speak to a nurse.
If you're not eligible, though, you can still help support Canadian Blood Services, right?
Absolutely. So there's a lot of ways you can support. We have volunteers, that help us in clinic. We also have financial gifts. We are a not-for-profit, a charity, so you can make a financial donation. But you can also just help recruit people to come in. So maybe you want to organize a group at your work, or a group of your friends, or just help spread the word, share our social media posts. There's lots of ways.
Do you have the mobile service anymore?
We don't. We do have some
in
clinic communities, but we don't have the sort of traveling
Yeah,
mobile.
just in case somebody was thinking that to themselves, because you said group, right? And immediately, some business may think.
So we welcome you to come into Carling.
Yeah, exactly.
We actually at Carling have what we call our Life Bus. So it's a bus that holds 14 passengers.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back after this.